I can see you, buddy.
I just saw you too.
So we're on our way up to Barry's Bay and Madawaska. My wife Tracy and I, along with our good friends Mark and Karen, are heading up there for 5 days going off-grid. He lives in a different city than I do, so we're just meeting up on the highway, and here he is right now. So this is going to be a fun weekend. I'm right on your tail, buddy.
It's hard.
This trip started off with a bit of a late start, but I knew that was going to happen, and we got to the campsite when it was pretty dark out. But along the way, we got to enjoy a really beautiful sunset.
Well, it's a good stopover anyways.
And we got washrooms.
Yep, there is.
Good thing we didn't get to the campsite too late, as there was still enough light to set up camp and to have some supper for the night. We sat around the campfire for a little bit, trying to unwind from that long drive. Then we headed to bed for some much needed sleep. The next morning was very peaceful. I woke up before anybody else did and made myself some coffee and got breakfast ready for Tracy. Meanwhile, I just kind of sat by the fire, relaxed, and enjoyed the view. So Tracy and I are all packed up, ready to go. We're just packing up the last few things over here at Mark and Karen's Jeep.
Hey YouTube.
Where are we off to next, Mark?
We're gonna head out to Madawaska area, Barry's Bay first.
Sweet. And there'll be a nice mountain peak, is that right?
That's correct.
Looking forward to it. There's pretty nice scenery out here.
Yeah, it's really nice around here. Wait till we get to Barry's Bay. We're gonna go to a nice lookout. It's gorgeous. We're gonna be able to drive right to it with the vehicles. It's not far from the road.
Sounds drone worthy.
Absolutely is.
There's something to be said about this beautiful planet that we live on. If we take a moment and just open our eyes and see this beauty, we wouldn't take it for granted in our daily lives. Right now, Mark is taking us to the second lookout of the day.
I think it's right here. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, it's here.
I am disconnecting my sway bar though.
I think we're coming up on that spot there. It looks really deceiving. I don't think we can climb it. What's your thoughts?
Karen. Completely different.
Karen's not impressed.
Don't let this video fool you. We're actually on a 22-degree incline right now. It's much steeper in person. I think the deceiving part is it looked hard.
Well, you know when you pulled up to the hill, it looks steep, eh?
Once you get down there, you'll see the lookout should be on the right rate. You're gonna take the next trail there. Turn left. You might have taken the worst place. I don't remember there. I'm gonna stay up here. There's a trail. Yeah, this is it there, buddy. I think this might be the hill, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the hill. I drove it all the way up with my dirt bike. This is a gnarly. For 2 wheels anyways.
Oh, hello.
Oh, you gotta wait for it.
Yeah, there's none of that shit where we're going.
We finally arrived at Barry's Bay, where we stopped at a Tim Hortons to air down. Look how close the trail entrance is from Tim Hortons. It was quite dusty at the beginning of the trail, so I let Mark and Karen go ahead a little bit so we could actually see the scenery on the way through the trail. Here was a family of ducks that welcomed us to the trails. They were actually at the same spot when we were leaving to say goodbye.
Goes right down here. We could wash up in the river.
That's right.
I'm gonna go check it out. The trails are here. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go down and check it out. Oh yeah, buddy. Look at that. We can jump right in the lake before after supper. Hey?
That's right.
And I had one too. Oh yeah, look at that. This is awesome. You can fucking shout and take a bathe right in here.
That's right.
It's nice and clear too. Oh yeah, this is nice. This would be awesome right now. Nice rocky bottom, no weeds. Awesome, eh? Are you gonna take a
What
shot?
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in there for sure.
What an epic friggin' spot though. But we couldn't have found a better spot. I like that lookout, but I think this is way better.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I couldn't agree more.
I'm glad we kept on going. Yep. It is 4:30 and we just found the most epic camping spot, and I'm just about to set up camp for the night. What's that?
I love this.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it too. Oh, it's enough for today.
This is actually known as the O.R.O River Mill. During the 19th century, old-growth pine from the Ottawa Valley and Algonquin Highlands was highly prized in the world's timber market for its long, clear lengths of flawless, tied-grained softwood. Beginning in 1888, J.R. Booth started to transport the valley's timber by rail to lucrative markets in the eastern United States. By 1894, construction of the Ottawa, Arnprior, and Parry Sound Railway had reached this point of the O.R.O River. A small sawmill and supporting infrastructure were built to supply timber for the construction of the trestle over the O.R.O River, 2 kilometers downstream. Later in 1902, with the railway at its doorsteps and the power of the river to dry its saws, the Daily Lumber Company erected a sawmill operation on site. The small settlement of O.R.O Forks grew to accommodate mill workers and their families, but in 1923 the mill caught fire and burned to the ground, never to be rebuilt. With the loss of the mill and their livelihood, O.R.O Forks residents moved to larger villages such as Madawaska and Barry's Bay. Except for a few isolated mill foundations and the turbine lodged in the riverbed below, little remains of this once hard-working, thriving community. We're relaxing for the rest of the night, so I'm just going to call this a wrap for this week. Join us next week as we have part 2 of a 3-part series on the Madawaska trip. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.